Good evening, everybody. We are back online, and look what we have today, dear. We have pictures from the route, official pictures sent by Michael. Thanks a lot for that. But we have also a winner. Laurens van Gucht made it this afternoon around 5 p.m. He made it to the finish line in Nice, and we would love to congratulate him to that amazing race. Yeah, so what should I say? It is just amazing. So it's 5 days, 4 hours, and I think 35 minutes, something that he has used to cycle from Vienna to Nice. And not the direct way, of course. We know that taking a slight detour via three nice little hills, and now he's there, and I think he deserves all our best wishes. Congratulations again, Laurens. Very well done. So for him, I think it must be his first win, as far as I know. He has been third in the unknown race last year, and he has been second in the two volcano sprint last year as well. And now, finally, he has taken the crown. He is now number one of the 2025 edition of the Three Peaks bike race. Amazing. Very well done, and congratulations. Enjoy your time in Nice. Enjoy your time at the beautiful evening. I think it's warm there. You're close to the sea. Maybe you have taken a swim, whatever. Feel free to drop a message that we can share with the folks if you hear that. So amazing, yeah. And look at all these pictures. So that was supported, that was sent over by Michael, the official photos that I would love to share with you guys. So you see the vibes. It's on the wrong side. Yeah, so you see the vibes. It's from the registration. It's from checkpoint 1. It's from checkpoint 2. So and it's amazing to see you all there at the start and throughout the race, and now continuing towards Nice. Yeah, and we have also a second place. Niels Oyen from Germany. So Laurens is from Belgium, Niels Oyen is from Germany. He just arrived in Nice only 56 minutes or so after Laurens. So that was what we discussed already in the afternoon and in the morning. And I'm sorry. And the morning hours, that the distance between the two was getting closer and closer. And imagine racing for 5+ days, and it's just a few minutes in between at the finish line. So you see how close this race was, and also on the other places it still is. Yeah, so amazing. I could not resist to spoiler a little bit, so I took the chance to have a look at the GPX track from Laurens, and let's have a look on that. Yeah, here we are. So what you can do is you can I show you that feature so that you can do it yourself. So here in on the tracker map, on the Legends tracker map, if you just pick one of those riders and click the the information button here, then this box opens up with the timing of the different timing points. But here's also a little download button where you can download the GPX file for this rider and upload it in whatever application you like. So you can have a look what the tracker has recorded for this athlete. And if we do that, I uploaded it into Komoot, and you can see here that's the data that we get out of these GPS tracks. And what we are interested in is see the cycle distance. Yeah, and this is 1,853 kilometers today, almost 2,000 kilometers. It's a bit shorter edition compared especially to last year, where we riders had to cycle about 2,200 to 2,300 kilometers, so that's a bit shorter, and it's also less elevation. It's 22,000 meters of elevation. Imagine that cycled in one day. That's an average of 4,000 something per day. Yeah, so also this is a little bit less, but that was something we already, or at least I did know. I just talked to Michael last year, the organizer of the race, when I was in Nice at the finish line, and he mentioned that this year's edition will be a bit less demanding. It's not easy, nothing is easy in that area, but a bit less demanding than last year's edition. But nevertheless, you have to do it. The conditions were difficult in some cases, some days, and today it turned the other way around, as far as I heard from the field, that it has become hotter and hotter. So yeah, yesterday was the perfect weather, somewhere temperatures in the mid-20s, no rain, and yeah, so a little wind, so perfect. Today it's getting hotter, and when you go up these climbs there in the French Alps, that's getting hot in such a conditions. The thing you can also see is the timing. I think that is not taken too serious. Something cannot fit here. It's 153 hours. Of course, it doesn't take him so long. That is maybe an artifact of the GPS track. So ignore that. But the distance you can take and the elevation gain is also quite interesting to see. So if you guys out there want to have a look at where your supported did go, how far, how fast, download the GPX file, uploaded it somewhere, and then you can have a look. Yeah, but the race is not over yet, and we will stay until the race is over here and monitor it, because there's just 2 out of 150 or so people out there. I'll have to count it a little bit. I didn't yet so far. So who is still out there? And yeah, let's, like usual, first have a look at the distance. So you see there is a couple of cyclists now on the finish parcours. In third, it's Robert. So Robert, you remember, he has made a good progress over the last years, coming from the more center of the field, making his way to the top. And in the first, if you scroll back or have a look at the comments, his name never popped up. So he has somehow managed his resources very well, his energy, and he's now able to push, obviously, and most likely will make it into third place. What can I say? It does not count in which position you are in the middle of the race. It counts which position you have at the end of the race. So very well done, Robert. Stay safe and make your way into Nice. Fourth is Simon Fleury. So Simon also, he's in the top 5 for quite a while, so not surprisingly that he is on the course heading towards Nice in 4th place. Somewhere in the afternoon, Robert must have overtaken Simon, so I'm not sure when this happened, but obviously this has taken place. There is a new feature just published today on legend tracking, something that we missed for quite a while, a replay button. It's here. So, and it's the first time I try it, so maybe we can have a replay and see where the change in position has taken place. Maybe that works. Okay, live for the first time, replay button. Oh, it starts right from the beginning, so let's give it a trick. We zoom in and we'll scroll forward. So going back. You can see here at that position, Simon, the number 286, is still in front of Robert, the 270. And when this passes by, I just zoom in a little bit for you. Here this is a nasty, very steep climb. You cannot see that in that map, of course, but if you have a look at the Komoot track, you see that's here a 2-digit gradient. So yeah, they're going around. So this is also, thanks Michael for that nasty little loop here right before the finish line. So no need to do that, but of course we love to do that. And you see here, those two are getting closer to each other, and now Robert is catching up on Simon. And I never tried it before, so we should see when it happened. And now we are there, you see. Oh, now it's going back and forth. That might be some measurement unpreciseness, but now Robert, I think it's Robert, has overtaken Simon and is now going strong into towards Nice, towards the 4th place. Yeah, nice feature. Other tracking maps has this for long, and it was missed on Legend tracking, because with that you can of course scroll backwards and forth and see what happened also when you're not watching. Nice feature, and seems as it works. Yeah, don't be too confused that it's changing back and forth. The tracker is sending a signal every 5 minutes. That's why it may go crosswise. Yeah. But now it's clear. Robert has taken the lead. Simon is a bit slower in that area. Maybe he has had some problems or needs some resupply. And yeah, now it seems to be clear. But you never have to be certain too early. You have to make it to the finish if you want to finish. Good. Let's skip that. How can we skip that? Okay, we can pause here and we can fold it in. Okay, here we are. Now the blinking. What else is there? Okay, I just reload the screen so that we can see. Good. Who else is in the race? Let's go back here. So we have here Otto Albert, also a name that has not been mentioned so far. It seems that he is battling for 5th place against Bernhard. Bernhard we know already. He has somewhere in between in the bad weather nights. He had taken the lead twice, but could not conserve it into the finish line. And here are some more cyclists. Number 9, Stefan, Hans 159, and finally Moritz. So those are the riders who have just reached the finish. But that is just the fastest one. So the other riders, as you can see, we can see again a nice lineup. So the the tail of the field is currently at CP2 with a few single riders behind, and there's a nice line of dots from CP2 to CP3. And as you can see here, most of these cyclists have chosen the route via the west side of Lake Le Mans, via Geneva through France. I just got a message before we started the live stream from a cyclist. Let me just cite this. It is Richard Howells. Let's check his bib number. No, I'll need that one. Richard, where are you? Richard Howells, he is from Great Britain. So he said, here, number 269. He said, hi, Cap 269, okay, easy. One of the few that's gone down the Aosta Valley route. Wishing I hadn't, as the headwind heading down the valley was terrible. pushing hard just to get near 20 kilometers per hour. So he's a bit sad. He posted some pictures of flags just waving horizontally, and he's a little bit sad because he, seems not to reach his goal of finishing within 7 days anymore. So bad luck for you, Richard. But thanks for sharing the insights. That's what we love to hear, and that's what we also like to share with the people watching out here. So, nevertheless, good luck. Enjoy the scenic route. It's nice there. It's beautiful. Don't worry too much about the timing. You will make it to Nice, I'm sure, and the beer is waiting for you, and you will enjoy the finisher party. I'm quite convinced. And so, good luck. What else? Of course, we will have a look at the ladies' field. Here we are. And what we can see here is Larissa Onsen has just reached the parcours 3. Yeah, so she's heading up Col del Finestre. What we didn't discuss so far, there is some gravel passage in this. This is part of Strada della Siete, so that is this white gravel that they have in Italy there. And so you can ride it with a road bike, but it's not so nice, of course, and especially if you are already 5 or 6 days in the saddle. Sitting must not be that fun anymore. And you may imagine if you have the bumps from the gravel, that does not help at all, but that's part of the game. This parcours is also part of this year's transcontinental race. I mentioned that earlier already, and the transcontinental is known for its nasty gravel passage or parcours you have to conquer. So we have this year also a little bit of gravel in our Three Peaks bike race, and Larissa is currently on her way to master it. The next dot we see is Mona. 245, and so we know that Jana's tracker is not working anymore. We had this reported already yesterday evening, so we cannot see her. I got some calls from the field say, why can't you publish Jana's position here in the comments so that we know at least roughly where she is and what strategy we can follow. So there is no chance to get her a new tracker. Yeah, so I'm located here in Frankfurt, so it's quite far for me to go to her to exchange the tracker, and I think the organizer team is also gathering around Nice, and it's a couple of 100 kilometers. So apologies, we cannot. Nobody can just go there and hand over a new tracker. So, Jana, if you see that, or somebody from Jana's support team hears that, you can post me your message. You can send me via the mobile phone number. I've put this phone number also in the comments if you like it. And if somebody out there who knows about Jana's position, feel free to send it to me. I will post it then in the comments, so that the field, the other riders can at least guess where she is. Otherwise, we have to live with the situation. Yeah, so these ultra cycling races are, eating competitions, sleeping competition, but also problem solving competitions. And this is one problem that we are currently facing. We will live with that. We'll think about Jana, and I hope I get some more details, some more information that I can share with you guys here or in the comments on Dotwatcher.cc. So, and Elisabeth number 130 is also doing well. She's in Albertville right now, Olympic Winter Games City 94, if I'm not mistaken. So she's up in the mountains and is also making her way to CP3. Yeah, there are more ladies following all along a quite similar picture as you see in the total fields. Of course, it's the distance is spread, but yeah. So don't take this wrong. We look always on the head of the field, which is a little bit natural. It's a competition, it's a race, and some of the riders want to win that, and that's fair and that's good and that's thrilling. But just doing it, just doing such an amazing adventure is a super success for everybody, and it's really demanding emphasize. So we should salute everybody who's just taking the challenge and is completing the challenge as well. And there is still a lot of time to go. It's now just day number 6, Thursday. We will have the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, the Monday, and also the Tuesday. Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. That's the official finisher deadline. But of course, nobody will take you off the road. If you want to stay longer, make it a little bit more holidays than a race. That's also fair. But the finisher party will someone end on Tuesday, and also the official timekeeping will close. So we are just a little bit more than half down the road, and of course I will keep you updated and not stop here just because we have the finishers there. We want to follow each and every of those riders making it to the finish line. Yeah, so that's the update for today. For the weekend, I had travel plans already made before I know I was asked to do the comments again. So I will be traveling Friday to Sunday and will not have my live streaming equipment with me. So we will not have live streams for the next 3 days. Of course, you will get updates. You will updates. I will update the comments, and if possible, I would record some daily reports, perhaps offline, and publish it on YouTube and link it in the comments. So don't expect a live stream in the next days, but expect news to share, updates from the race, stories that we can tell, whatever it is. I'll try my best to keep you updated, and I wish you a good night. I would bet that the heroes out there will stay on their bicycle for quite a while, and maybe even pushing harder now when temperatures going down. You go into the night, and with more moderate temperatures, it may be nicer to stay outside. So this will for sure continue a long night. And remember the replay button here. If you go, if you wake up tomorrow morning and you want to have a look what happens in the night, use the replay button, and then you can see what your favorite rider has done over the night, and what happens else in the field. So I hope you guys enjoyed this evening. I will also take a rest and enjoy the evening in my workshop. So I have to fix my bike and do some repairs. That's what I'm doing. You know, you may do a little bit more dot watching or what else are plans, and we'll read and see us later in the race. So enjoy and see you soon. Bye bye.